Okay, my hair is behaving now. Alright. So I am kind of pissed off because I just heard something else. So I'm gonna make a video to calm myself down. And then I'm gonna make a video about what I'm talking about. So, okay. Bold. I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to be nice and forgiving here. Okay. In the writing department, they're doing aces because at least they give you stories and they move. I don't always agree with how they do it, but at least they move. And at least I feel like everybody gets a voice at some point during the storylines. So that's good. Okay. Because I'm glad Katie actually spoke up for herself and said that she didn't poach Eric from Forrester, that he's the one who came up to her and said, I'd like to help you. And then she agreed. And it wasn't like, you know, oh, can you help me go against your son? She knew what it would mean, so she said, are you sure? She did all the right things, okay? Ridge is the one who was weird the whole time. And my opinion has always been throughout this entire storyline, it's great for the drama. And of course, like I talked about this a million times, but, but it doesn't always apply. I was going to say, like in movies, you have to have drama, but not really because, well, you have to have a little bit of drama. I was thinking about comedies. Comedies work, but you do have to have a little tension. But in soap operas, if you don't have any drama, it's kind of like a flat line. It doesn't really work. But I don't know. On the one hand, I'm glad they're focusing on the storyline of giving the elderly the respect they deserve. But then again, I put myself into it, which I did earlier. And what I mean is, and I don't always put myself in the storyline because I've been disabled my whole life. If I wanted to, I could look at every storyline or everything as a either a way to get my point across and that I'm lumped into the group of who they're talking about. Okay. So I don't always pull the I'm disabled thing all the time. It just hit me hard today because I felt like he was speaking what's in my mind sometimes. Um, so yeah. Uh, okay. As far as the relationship between the sisters, I think they can mend it because they've been sisters their whole life and they're always going to be sisters until, well, I mean, even if someone unalives, they're always going to be sisters. Okay. And I guess Ridge and Eric are always going to be father and son. But I'm going to say something a bit controversial here, and I'm aware of it. But sometimes family members or family is toxic. In that case, you must release yourself from the toxic situation and get on with your life. So there's always room in that bucket. Um, but do I do I realistically think that Ridge is going to change? No, because he's been that way the entire time that it's been a soap opera, and they're not going to have a complete 180 just overnight that he turns into a completely different person. He's always going to be alpha male, and he's always going to have Brooke that always agrees with everything he says, even if it's asinine. So Yeah. As far as the younger ones, Liam and Hope, I like them because they don't want to lie each other in the marriage, and they want to, you know, support each other, and they both get what the significance of it is. So I like them. Now the older people, such as Ridge and Brooke, could take after their kids or the younger, whatever, then everyone would be grand. But I don't see it happening. So you just have to be content with how it is. I was expecting something more like a kaboom. I mean, I've been saying all day, I'm like, get ready for the kaboom. It's happening. It's gonna happen, and then no. And then I'm like, they fixed it, and no kaboom. I was disappointed. I was ready for I was ready for a fist. I was ready for screaming. I was ready for a cat fight. I mean, I was all ready for something, and it was like, well, what? I mean, am I happy that it was fixed or whatever? Yeah, but like I said, realistically, do I think it was fixed? No. So, and what I mean by that is, okay, today, Rich says, I was totally wrong. I'm sorry for everything I did. Yada, 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 yada. Okay? How many times have we heard that? Several. How many times in 5 days he goes back to being the same person he always is and treating Eric like crap? So yeah. Actually, what's funny is Don Diamond, Bill, was the best person in all of this. Well, Bill and Katie, because they both stick up for Rich. Everybody, or Eric, everybody else was at each other's throats. And that's not family. Like, somebody should have said, hey, a lot sooner. Said, hey, what are we doing here? Let's calm down. Instead of, well, I think he should do this. No, he should do that. And they're like talking around the dude, and he's standing right there. Oh man. So I, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So, but I gotta give credit to Donna because she did have his best interest at heart, which I said from day one. Um, let's see. And then yeah, Liam and Hope are the best. So. And I happen to be fans of the actors, but also they seem to be the most level-headed characters in the whole thing. So there's that. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess the fallout in little letters this time is going to continue, but I don't know what it's going to entail. So your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. So, all right, I guess.